What's up? What's the word?
So the dealer was arrested. P. Diddy, for people who don't know, he was arrested, and during his arrest, Boosie and a lot of other people were speaking up on prostitution and sex trafficking. So, and this is Boosie's point, and some of the points I think I kind of agree with, and I think a lot of people kind of agree with where he was coming from. But when he was saying like sex trafficking and prostitution, like getting basically when athletes and rappers and entertainers fly women out, that's by law now, or like that's stated that's sex trafficking and it falls under prostitution. But what they were saying, like how he was explaining, like that's just typical norm to fly a young lady out, buy her certain things, kick it with her, show her a nice time, and then of course y'all have sex or intercourses. And basically how y'all was explaining whatever the woman, she do it to young boys too. I don't know her name, but like that's just the norm. Like some people just way of life, but that's considered sex trafficking and prostitution. So my thing to y'all is, do y'all feel like if y'all was to be flown out, is that considered prostitution?
No.
Explain.
Why I gotta explain it? I mean,
this is a broadcast, so you have to watch it.
So if a guy that I'm dating says, "Hey, I have a work trip," or "Hey, let's go on vacation," and I say, "Cool,"
it's not a guy you date. It's a guy that want to get up with you. Because if you guy you dating, y'all in a relationship.
If a guy want to get up with me, are we long distance? Like, do he stay in Chicago?
No, this guy stay in Arizona.
Okay, he in Arizona, and he say, "Hey, let's spend some time together. We can go to Miami for 3 days," and I say, "Cool," and we go out there. That's what it is. It's not sex trafficking or prostitution. I just think that's an out of state date.
Okay.
Out of state date.
Before you get back to that, Jay,
What?
how do you feel?
It's us really not trying to answer this.
No, I feel like it's not prostitution. I feel like it's only prostitution if
Why y'all laughing?
y'all.
Not
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a scenario. I'm gonna give y'all a scenario.
Don't give me a scenario. Just answer the question.
I
They
said no.
trying not to get their sky miles taken away. That's what it is, bro. Like you put them on the high seat for real.
How do you feel?
About it being prostitution.
It's everybody acting like they don't know what the
No,
question
it's
is.
not. It's not prostitution though. It's not prostitution.
Thank you,
On surface level, y'all
On a
said
surface
surface level,
It's not prostitution.
it's not prostitution.
So
Y'all don't want it to be prostitution. Let's say
exactly. So
Y'all don't want it to be
let's
that.
get into a deeper layer of it, right? So we was in our production meeting, and I'm not gonna say no names, but
You could say my name because I said
You can say
that's
my
broke
name, too, 'cause I was
behavior. You
asking
think it's
questions.
prostitution?
she saying one of our co-hosts on this panel right now said that's broke person behavior. If you feel like that's prostitution. And my response to that was in the conversation, let's say if we out kicking it and we in Miami, we flew out to Miami, we flew out to Colombia, we flew out to Arizona, wherever that, but me and you don't stay in the same spot. I told you I'm gonna buy your ticket, come out here and stuff, right? If I don't spend no money on you, buy you anything or wow you when you out here, and if I want to get sex, we just do basic minimum stuff, right? If I try to have sexual relations with you, if you say you ain't spending no money, why you think he gonna get some vagina? Like, that's prostitution.
But I ain't say that.
I ain't gonna say what you said in the call. But that's as simple as prostitution. And then if you take it on another, that's actually sex trafficking because you took it across state lines. But
oh my God,
prostitution can be in the same city because, like we was talking about in the production call, if you come out your mouth like, yo, he trying to have sex with me, but he ain't really spend no money on me, he ain't did nothing like those, and these are words that I literally hear women say on a daily basis. He ain't even spending no money.
Let me stop you right
Can I
there
say
for a
something,
second.
teacher?
I want go Jay.
This the thing.
What's the thing?
Society standards, when it comes to society, when it comes to men are valued through, and it's just the known thing that men are valued through what they provide, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as a woman, I'm looking at you, and if you are not providing anything to me, and you want something that to me I consider sacred, or I consider that I don't do with everybody, yes, I'm going to look at, it's going to attest to your character too of what you're willing to give. Because you want me to give my most prized possession up.
So in return for me, in return for me to get your most prized possession, I have to provide you with something. It's an exchange.
I think it's just to make, and also y'all talk yourselves out of pussy though, because this is the thing.
No,
Answer the question.
It's
Answer
a
the
journey.
Go ahead.
Answer the question.
It's a
Answer the
journey.
question.
Exactly what I'm talking
No,
about.
I don't know.
Journey.
No. Before we get to Bree, I want Jada. I want you to double down on what you said. You said society said we have to be a provider.
They don't want to let us
Right,
talk.
they don't wanna let us
You
talk.
Y'all trying to tag team. ISO. Clear out. It's on G.
Going off with your words, your exact words, and I don't want to yell over each other, but your exact words were like society say men have to be provided. So I feel like you're not providing me anything. Why should I give you anything? So something that's so sacred, right? That was what you just said uttered 30 seconds ago.
You want something out of it too, though, right?
That's yes. I want something out of it too. So I have to provide. You said by society standard I have to provide. So what is it do I have to provide to you in order to get what you feel like so sacred?
I think it's comfortability first and foremost. I think it's providing an experience for that woman so that she feels like you actually took the time to care about her experience with you. Like, yo, we're gonna go out here. Let's go to dinner. You may or may not take that person shopping. Like, you want, to me, I feel like this. Y'all men be talking yourselves out of. The more you do, the more the woman is going to be probably more comfortable with whatever. I don't want to say whatever you're asking. But how are you going to say that? When
She said, I have it. So you trying to beat around to what you're saying there. You say so, but what the root of what you just said was that if you provide an experience, if you provide me with an experience and make me comfortable, it's a chance that you have sexual relations.
Yeah.
Got you. That's your answer. Yeah. Be specific.
I just feel like if I go to pole dance class, that don't mean I'm a pole dancer,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Just because I make drinks don't mean I'm a bartender.
Okay.
Prostitution is an occupation.
Prostitution
That's
is
a good point.
Prostitution
That's
is
a
a
good
service.
Okay.
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 A service.
Okay.
That's a service. That's
Where you're looking for
a prostitute is an occupation. I do this on
Please shut up.
But prostitution is a service.
Now you know your language arts today. Like,
Making drinks.
What do you call
is
people who
making
do
a drink.
prostitution?
Actually, huh?
What do you call people who do prostitution?
a prostitute.
You're a prostitute.
But they
Exactly.
aren't, because
They're
they clock
synonymous.
in and they expect
There's
that.
no clock in.
But
You-
it's
you
a
exchange-
service. Okay, it's a service. Let's go
It's a
with that.
service of
There's a
exchange for sex
service.
for
There
money.
is a service of exchange.
Yeah.
But if I'm not expecting an exchange, but the exchange just continues to come my way,
That's not prostitution. What I'm saying is that if you don't get the exchange and your response to, well, if I just provide you with a good time, but if you going in and saying like, yo, well, you ain't even paying me no money, or you ain't even got no money.
I don't think.
but that's just like a friendship. Because if they not being a good friend to you, like you, if the friendship isn't being reciprocated, then you gonna not be their friend, right?
Wow. Chris.
But I
Is that not true? Does that not make sense?
Dude, can we get
Bree, you not
Man.
going into a situation saying, give me X amount of money,
You
right?
literally just
No.
you
So
literally
that-
just
no.
said
Unless it's
you-
already
you
expected,
literally
which is
just-
prostitution.
You literally just said I'm going to the South Loop doing happy hour because that's where the people with the money at.
Because that's because
that's
I
the type of
have
man she
standards. That's
So you
standards.
want they have money, right?
That's standards.
Men have the money, right? These men have the money. What does them having money have to do with you?
It's just a higher.
No,
Yes.
no.
Wait.
How does it affect your life?
It affects how she dates, because if he's broke, he can't take her on an experience.
Cody,
Like she wants.
Cody, I ain't gonna let you get away with that one. I ain't
Thank
gonna.
you.
Okay.
You know, well, you not gonna date no broke chick. You not gonna date no broke chick that's always asking you for some money. She always got issues.
I'm building
Don't
an
let her have
empire.
Like she got problems. She got bills. She always complaining. You ain't gonna want that.
Think about it, right? So what you just said, and I want to get Lupe here too. What you just said, you said women complaining. Women with money, broke with money or whatever, or good, they all gonna complain. They're just being real. They just gonna complain.
whatever.
So I can't say that. Now you asking me.
You can't just assume that all women are gonna complain.
Yeah, I'm. They gonna complain.
Free, please.
They gonna-
Okay.
I mean,
you know
they gonna-
what?
I mean,
that's like a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. So we go say that, right? Grandma be watching. I'm sorry.
I'm not even gonna disagree with you. I know I be complaining sometimes.
Then you just said she's asking me for money, right? Yes, that's gonna be I don't care what you got going on. Why are you asking me for some money? Like why are you asking me for something? Like that just don't really, because I'm not asking you for anything.
You asked for the exchange of services, ain't you?
That's prostitution. Now if that's the like, see, personally, I have no problem with playing that game with you, because a wise man once told me that we don't pay the women to stay, we pay them to leave. So that's why rich people play that game.
Who was the wise?
that's literally the game that when you say, when Boosie and all them was talking about, they was talking about the celebrities and like ball players, because or just people with just a lot of shit going on, or rich wealthy people, when they're giving these women this exchange and doing all this type of stuff, they're doing it because, for one, I got the money and I don't have the time. So usually when you already got the money, you're dating, you're talking to them, you're texting, you building that up. When you don't, it's like, yo, I can wow you with an experience, and this one time.
It's just another way of showing your presence. Your presence.
And that's like, I could just do that. I could pay you the bread, and I don't have to talk to you every day.
So let me piggyback off of that real quick.
Go ahead, no, I'm sorry.
I think the fine lines are what are making this like a tough conversation to have. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, being like a social contract. Nobody's gonna reasonably get on the phone and be like, all right, I'm taking you on this trip. We having sex, right? Like, that's not the way those type of conversations go.
But
Hold on.
A woman will say, if we not gonna have the sex, someone will say it beforehand. Oh, you know I'm not gonna have sex with you.
Well, you know we're not going on this trip then, right? That's kind of crazy.
And
I mean, again, what I'm saying is this: the innuendos are kind of like implied. We're not just gonna up and offer a trip to somebody that we don't know on a surface level basis to even be taking it that far. That's like kind of like irresponsible and hypersexual. I think you have to understand.
I'm gonna cut you off from a man's standpoint, yes, but women will. I know plenty of women that guys that they don't know like that. If they hopped in their DMs and they got it, or they seen her and they really talking about they offering to send a jet or offering to do this, they're going on that trip.
I mean,
I do too. I do
men
too.
that
But
go
listen,
out of town for their homies ain't got no money.
That's not the same thing.
It is.
Not the same thing.
It
He just
is.
said
I'm talking about in regards to calling it prostitution. When it's a derogatory term, the way we talking about it, it comes off like it's nasty, like it's gross. When these situations happen, I don't flew people out. We had a conversation where, like, if you talking to a young lady, you talking to a young man, and there's some level of surface level vibe, and y'all both on that type of time, it's an unspoken thing. It doesn't have to be on Front Street, right? If you are experienced in getting flown out or having experiences like we talked about, typically some type of intimate activity is gonna go on during that interaction. If not, typically we hear the stories where there's friction. How many times we done seen videos where somebody trying to get exposed in a hotel room because they putting somebody out because they wasn't doing nothing that they wanted to do, or they putting a young man on a cell phone because he ain't paid, he ain't paid for the hotel room, he this, he that. It's all kind of like an undertone that goes with this social contract that's being said. I don't flew people out with the intent of trying to get on that. Like, yeah, we're gonna have some fun, but at some point, like, I'm trying to get to it. And they didn't have no problem with it. And I've been in a situation where I tried to have those conversations, and Mox was just like, I'm not, if I'm coming to see you, I'm coming to see you, but I'm not having sex with you. And at that point, shout out to them for keeping it honest and being transparent on what their expectations were, and giving me the platform to say, all right, cool, well, I'm not paying for your ticket. Like, you can stay where you at.
Damn.
So you just want to pay for her ticket? If you just want to, like, get to know her, she gotta like have sex over her legs?
If I gotta pay to get to know you, you probably not the type of person that I want to get to know anyway. Also, speaking on experiences, bro, while we talking,
you wanted to get to know if you insinuated that you would even pay for her to come out there.
Say it again. I ain't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said clearly she was some type of person that you wanted to get to know if you even insinuated that you would pay for her to come out there.
No. I'm saying I never. If it was baseline, if I'm just knowing you, just meeting you, I'm not gonna up a trip out of my pocket off jump. Like, I need to know something about you. I need to know something about your background, because not for nothing, just like it's a safety issue, a safety concern for women, it's a safety concern for men too. Like, I'm not finna fly you out here to get lined up just because you look good next to me, or you look good in Instagram pictures, like I'm gonna be responsible about it. But like y'all said, some people are out here, they have the disposable income, they have the means, and they have the mindset to say, yeah, I'm gonna fly a random out here. I seen her on Instagram and I got her. Like some people following the future verse in scripture, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just not responsible. I think that calling it prostitution is a gross term, but it's not like, it's not the letter of the law, or it's not the definition of it. That is what it is. Like it sucks to call it that, but that's what it is.
Boosie also went wrong because some of these people were actually sex workers.
Yeah, I was just
like that was their legit occupation, which was my point earlier.
I mean, your occupation and you doing the same thing. Like if you doing
no, I just explained that. I just explained that.
It's not. Okay, it's not right, because if you think about it, two girls, right? One is supposed to be she has experience in sex work and the other one don't. What's the difference between you saying like, hey, if I come out there, are you gonna buy me this? If I say like, yeah, you come out here, I'll buy you this bag. Okay, I'm coming. That's the difference with her saying like, yo, I'll come out here and buy you this bag. What's the difference?
One is that's what she do. The other one, maybe she just like dude.
Yeah, it's what she do.
But I guess that's the gray area because you can't say whether or not this person really likes this person or not.
No, today, at the end of the day, if that's what she do consistently and that's what you did that one time you acted in prostitution.
But this is the thing though.
No.
Prostitute, when you walk up to a prostitute and you are trying to pay for a service, you ask them how much, right?
No, Jay,
she charges, right?
No, Jay, you have a thing. You love New York so much. You know it's a thing called high level escorts, right?
Yeah, they go into these. I have a story about that. I thought I'd say that for another day.
You have high level escorts. You have women that sit in hotel lobbies.
No. I didn't engage.
Oh, okay.
Something happened.
That date certain men with certain caliber because they got money and they know what type of time it is. You know what I'm saying? So
that's just how. Okay.
But Cody,
a lot of times that's just how people that actually have money just go about dating sometimes. That doesn't mean that it's prostitution.
You coming from it from a woman brain because you trying to protect.
Like
you trying to protect the actions.
No,
of a woman.
you just really want to call all women prostitutes for some strange reason.
I'm not calling you prostitute, but that's prostitute culture. That's prostitute culture.
No, it's not.
It is.
Okay, a man asks you on a date, right? Don't know this man from a can of paint. Just met him at the bar, right? Y'all go on a date. You get in the car when he on the date and he give you flowers. Is that prostitution?
No, that's dating. But I'm saying, if it's like Chris just said, if it's an underlying toning that in order for me to have sexual intercourse with you, I have to provide you with something.
You gotta provide women with anything. You gotta talk to them.
You have to. That's my thing. You have to.
You have to speak to them.
I guess.
That goes back to monetary, right? A monetary exchange, right?
That's an experience. That's
with somebody.
But if it's an exchange of value that if I don't do this, I can't get this. That's prostitution. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying,
like you
I'm not saying that you don't have to date, but I'm saying is if it's set in stone with you, that if I'm not getting nothing out of this, I'm not talking about the experience because experiences can be any type of experience and make it fly. It can make it a good time, and then that's what happens at the end of the night. But if it's set in stone that you have standards like, yo, if you don't buy me this or exchange me this, we can't do this. That's prostitution.
It's not prostitution.
It's two different things.
Somebody got standards. If those standards, standards include monetary things, that's not prostitution.
Well, I'm gonna push it back.
It's not always prostitution.
Yeah,
I'm like this. Sometimes prostitution. It's prostitution.
I just feel like that standards, just like y'all have standards.
That's like me saying. That's like me saying, I require a man to give me flowers every week.
No.
That's prostitution.
That's a
prostitute, Cody.
That's a
prostitute.
But wait a minute though. This is the thing. Y'all men can sit here and call it prostitution if a woman says, yo, you gotta get this, and this. A man is not going to say that because y'all are not coming into a situation expecting a woman to provide anything of monetary value.
If you're going to provide, you got to provide out the gate, baby.
So another example of that, right? A prostitute culture, or is that could be considered prostitution.
Cody ain't going to never let up on this damn. He's not.
And paying your side girl's rent. Paying for a girl rent.
You love that side girl.
They really do.
You love her. That's how they love.
You crazy. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, so look.
You gonna put that on your taxes as a gift.
Check it out.
It's crazy.
Y'all keep leaving out the part of the social contract. Y'all keep talking about what the men are doing. What are we doing this for? Like, what is the exchange? Y'all are not addressing what is the
I'm not a
exchange.
man.
If I,
I can't answer that.
no, but you,
I feel like it depends for me.
you said okay. You said if you require flowers on a day-to-day basis, the requirement is for what? For your time, for your energy.
To show me to show your presence when you're not around me.
Yes.
Okay,
Because
but-
y'all say all the time, if y'all go too long without talking to a girl, that leaves a whole lot of room for a nigga to come in.
I'm with
So
you.
show me, right, make your presence known. You could give me flowers. Text me every once in a while. Send a little Apple Pay, a little Cash App. Ain't no wrong with that.
Bree, you keep missing the exchange. I'm sending flowers for what?
To continue to get to know, to stay in. I just said it. What you mean?
No, you didn't. You're leaving it out.
Continuing to have my attention. You gotta show me that your presence is always felt.
By
so
sending you flowers or doing a gesture.
So
Or
what
just
I'm
being
getting,
present.
what I'm getting from everything is
Is that I'm a prostitute.
no, the ultimate goal is just some. Is that the ultimate goal with you and with Cody, you and Chris? That's
But
the ultimate
honestly,
goal?
that's
No.
y'all fault because y'all put so much
yeah.
y'all put so much of a standard over. It's really crazy to me sometimes. Like that's really y'all fault. So y'all can't get mad.
Yeah.
Y'all cannot get mad
I don't know.
when women start expecting things because y'all want us to open up our legs. Because y'all feel if that's our most prized possession, that's our prize too. We exchanging gifts all day over here.
Because guess what? We can get the greatest gift in the world, and the other gift, the reciprocated gift.
literally proving it
It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
I think
You
honestly,
ever got you ever got one of them?
women put more emphasis on that than men do.
Imagine you bringing a really good elephant gift in the exchange, and you get
It's a $10 Starbucks card.
Exactly.
But we don't want no $10 Starbucks card though. Y'all already said this is weird.
I guess we're gonna move on. We're gonna agree to
This ain't
disagree.
gonna never. We gonna see what the people say.
I think honestly, what I really want to believe is that women don't want to realize what they are doing in this culture of saying like you gotta have money, you gotta do this. They don't understand that's prostitution culture. They don't want to subscribe to it, but really that's what it is.
I don't think that's
Men,
it.
if they understood that that's how men when y'all start saying that and moving like that, men react to that. They okay, that's what we got to do. Understand like our intentions is like okay, we do this, we get this. For y'all. I don't want to say it's for security and for y'all pride. Y'all be like, nah, he got money, he did this, he
No,
bought me this, he
y'all
did
do that for y'all pride.
No, we don't.
Yes, y'all
we
do.
don't,
I'm
dog.
trying to tell you as a man, no, we don't. We doing that because we trying to get what's between there. We trying to skip. We trying to. I'm gonna tell you like this for the most. I'm saying we. I'm not saying this is how I move. Hold on. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this is how I move. But when I'm saying we, I'm speaking of generalization for men. Most men are always trying to figure out how the fastest way to get from A to B. So if the fastest way to get to A to B with you is okay, a cash out, love bombing, doing certain shit, because I'm trying to get to A to B, that's what I'm gonna do.
And it's learned behavior. It's something that y'all taught us to do. It's not something that we just jumping out the window to do. We paying attention to y'all.
What we not gonna do is
I was
blame
gonna say
the
something,
women.
shut
What
up.
we not gonna do is blame
Y'all
the women.
lead
Because here's
this.
the thing. You just said right now. The goal is to get from point A to point B, but then y'all will sit there and make the same argument and say, well, she gave it up too quick, so we don't want nothing to do with her.
Jay, it's not that we don't want nothing to do with her because she gave
Y'all
it
either
up.
want to work for her or y'all don't.
No,
Because-
it's not because we.
No, they don't want to work for it. That's what they're trying to say.
But then they say things like, oh,
Our expectations are too high.
Hold on.
Are we looking for love?
Do we need to belong? Do we need to get aligned with some belongs?
We can't love because once we say, hey, that person's cute, they oh no, she looking for money.
Let me answer relationship.
every day.
Hold on. Let me answer to Jay's point.
Escort. She a high-end escort.
To Jay, to
I'm
your
gonna put
point.
prostitute in my bio.
If you got it quick. If you give it quick, let me answer this question. If you say you were giving it quick, the thing is like it's what you value, right? So you in a situation, so this will probably want to apply to you unless your situation don't work out. But And I'm not gonna put that on there. But it's like if you ever dating, next time women that's watching, if you're dating a guy, right? If you're dating a guy, if you go into that situation and be like, yo, if you don't hold sex at this higher standard, like whatever you feel like your most prized possession, if you don't hold it at that higher standard, we won't look at it like we conquered something. Because men and I, we hunt, we pray, we conquer.
Just prove my point.
No, that's what I'm saying. You came in the gate telling me like I gotta do X, Y, Z to get this, right?
That's-
But if
that's-
your approach is
That's not the same thing, right?
no, it's not.
Okay.
If your approach
It is
when
the
we're
same
having
thing.
dialect, if your approach is telling me like, yo, this if we have sex quick, right? And then the way you communicate that with me is like, okay, you just wanted to get your like as a woman, like you just wanted to get your nut off. All right, it's cool, we did that. Man. As a man, I'm gonna be looking like I did not conquer anything.
That's not what I said though.
She just said if you give it up quick. You gave it
Because
up.
y'all make that argument. Y'all literally
because
place
because
value
the
on us
mindset
based
and
off
the
of what
mindset.
we do fast.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. The mindset and the dialogue and the conversation is that if you said you value this so much, but you gave it up quick. So if you're telling me that you value this so much, this is like your prized possession, and you in conversation is like I don't do this, but then you give it up to me quick. What's the value of it? But if you telling me like that's not the value, this don't have like I wanted to engage in this with you. Like what I hold something that's value, something that you can't get.
I'm confused too at what you're saying because I don't think you fully understood what I was.
At the end of the day, Cody think all women are prostitutes.
Listen.
You're a prostitute.
She's a prostitute. We're all prostitutes.
Check it out. Y'all, if you in love, spend your money on whoever and whatever you want to spend your money on. Don't listen to us. We just up here talking. Don't trip about it. The thing is,
Even if you were not in love, spend your money if you want to.
even if you're not, spend your money, but be honest with what your intentions are. That's how, like, all of the
That's the thing.
misconceptions
Be
and
honest
all of
with
the
your
problems can
honest
be
with your
out of
intentions.
here.
But that's why I feel like that's
Young Dolph trial is going on. Can we talk about something else, please?
Let's
Y'all,
just move on.
can we
'Cause
come
gonna
back to
sit here
this?
this is men versus what they call it.
It ain't men versus women, but it's like if y'all.
Our thought process.
If
is
y'all-
like
It's thought process is different. It's really what it boils down to. Thought process is different. And if you sit back and if you take yourself out of the woman's brain and sit back and listen to what men are saying when they're talking, you will probably view it different.
So don't ask for a bag. Got it.
I just love some quality time.
Cody
with
over
a
it.
woman. Word of affirmation, you feel me? Acts of service, all that. I'm into all that. I love women. This is nasty, bro. Like she said, can we talk about dog? Can we talk about WNBA?
It's definitely a nasty.
diabolical
It's definitely a
word.
nasty conversation, but it's definitely a conversation
We should have a part 2 to
that
this.
definitely need to be had.
So we can get our facts straight.
Patreon. We need to do
Hey.
more.
What's up? What's the word?